Just like God, we, the soul, are unborn, eternal, immortal, and ageless. So how then are we different from Him? Qualitatively, we are absolutely one with God. This means that all the qualities inherent in us as souls are also present in God. He too is a person, entirely spiritual, possesses consciousness, feelings, and emotions. We differ from Him only quantitatively. If we take a drop of water from the ocean and study its composition, we will see that it doesn't differ from the ocean itself. The difference is only in the amount of water in the ocean and the drop. God, as the spiritual whole, is boundless and immeasurably vast, like the ocean, while we are just a tiny droplet of this ocean. Being a minuscule part of God, our field of activity is very limited. We give life only to our body. But God, being the soul of the entire universe, not only gives life to us and all creation, but also sustains the life of each of us. The size of the soul is 1/10,000th the tip of a human hair. Since we are so small, we are absolutely dependent on God and cannot sustain our lives independently. We cannot fulfill our desires ourselves. All our desires are fulfilled by God, depending on how much each person deserves it. If we could do it ourselves, then everyone would live a completely different life, not the one they are living now. That's how it works. God has given us certain independence and the freedom to act at our own discretion. He also gave us rules, following which our desires will be fulfilled and we will enjoy a comfortable life. But if we act against them, we will receive a poor life full of suffering. God Himself resides in the heart of each of us, observing the actions we take, and then rewarding each with the fruits of those actions. One may ask, if we are so connected to God, entirely dependent on Him, and cannot do anything without His permission, then why does no one feel His presence? Because unlike us, spiritual beings, our body and the world we live in are created not from spiritual, but from God's material energy. Material energy has another name, the energy of ignorance. It is called so because it deprives the soul of knowledge about its spiritual nature and makes it forget God. Under the influence of material energy, the soul begins to live in the illusion that it is completely independent and the entire world is under its control, essentially thinking that it is God. These thoughts and the desire to be God led to our fall from the spiritual world into this material one, depriving of direct communication with God, eternal life and happiness. Here we have all the opportunities to know what it is to be God, because when we do good deeds and act morally towards other people, God raises us to the top of this world, granting us glory, wealth, power, and the feeling that we are better than everyone else, and the whole world dances to our tune. But we think that we have achieved all these successes ourselves, thanks to our uniqueness and outstanding qualities. This is how a person develops the illusion that they are God, because when everything you do succeeds, you involuntarily think so. The rules of life in the society we live in, as well as how our friends and loved ones live, shape our consciousness and actions. Unfortunately, few people in modern society know how the world works, what it means to act rightly or wrongly, and what the purpose of human life is. In reality, the rules of behavior for each person and society as a whole are established not by society, but by God, and He monitors their observance. Therefore, when we follow society's lead and commit actions that are not considered bad in it, but are seen as normal and natural, and act contrary to the rules established by God, we put our future well-being in great danger. Because whether we know it or not, we will be rewarded or punished by God's laws, not society's. That is why the lives of most people in our world do not turn out the way they want. But God is in the heart of each of us, not only to provide us with the results of our past actions, but also so that when our life does not go well, we can remember Him, turn to Him, and restore our forgotten eternal relationship with Him. God is very merciful to fallen souls, so He is always with us, very much wants to bring us back home, and is waiting for us to remember Him. As soon as a person does this, God quickly directs them to people who will help them gain true knowledge, get out from under the influence of material energy of ignorance, and once again have the opportunity to live eternally and happily. Just remember God, begin to know Him, and don't sin on purpose. And very soon you will feel the presence of God in your life. Thanks for watching.